So, exciting stuff. The van is fully converted to manual, and as you'll see in a minute, the van is not actually running, it's being towed by some lovely gentleman, and we're taking it now to the garage, because we've had to take it to the garage because nobody will come out to do the ECU for us, to program the pump and the computer for us, so we're going to take it to the garage. So stay tuned for that, and I'll video the outcome later. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Check it out. Check it out. I could not be any more excited right now. So what's the crack, Dave?
What is the crack, Poss?
What's exciting news?
Exciting news is that the van works.
Yeah.
And it's all fixed. In the end we had to go to Ford, and in the end it wasn't too expensive, but we got our mechanic to convert it to a manual from an auto, which is very cheap, and then all we needed to do was code the pump to the ECU, which had to be done by Ford. So we took it to Ford.
Oh, and the thing with the key as well, okay, we had to order a new ECU
We
and
had to order a new
chip.
Transponder that matches the ECU, but yeah, anyway.
Because it wouldn't even turn over before we got that, would it?
No.
And then?
Yeah, anyway. When we took it to Ford, they coded the ECU to the pump, then it still wouldn't work. It turns out an old mechanic that has obviously done some work on a van has got, it says here that they've mixed up a crank sensor with a reverse light, which is apparently they're right next to each other, so it's an easily done. Anyway, then they got it started, but they had to jump it with a jump pack, and it worked then. But now it works, but we just need some new batteries because the cells are gone with the batteries. So it's going to be, well, another 80 quid to get 2 new batteries. There's more money, more problems, but when that's done, it's all done, mechanically wise.
Worth the wait.
It's worth the wait, worth the money, and we're ready to venture on.
And you had some advice, didn't you, about something a bit off topic, advice about the solar panel thing.
Oh right, yeah. When we made a mistake of buying a cheap inverter. It's a 1000 watt inverter. Oh, it was only 20 quid. Yeah, let's get that. But don't do it. We've made the mistake. We plugged it in. It worked. We plugged the light in. It come up. It was all fine. Then it started going beep 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 beep. All red lights flashing. It's like it didn't work since. So it worked once. Never since. So the tip is not to buy cheap Chinese shit and get a trusted inverter make. We've invested into a Kotak inverter.
Not quite the same wattage though, is it?
No, it's 700 watt, but I mean that'll power what we need it to power.
Yeah, it's just like charging your laptop, maybe a little reading lamp.
Yeah, like
maybe my hair straightener for my fringe.
I was thinking when we go to a festival or something, I want to have my speakers plugged in. I would do a live DJ set from the van, so that'll power that. It's got enough power to power that. Yeah, don't buy cheap shit inverters.
Yeah, not worth it really.
No.
We've got the shower working, haven't we?
Yeah, we've customised the shower to work 12 volt and we haven't made a unit yet, but we're just gonna do. I don't think we're gonna make it.
Just gonna make
We like the space at the back.
Yeah, we like
open.
all this space
It feels
here.
like there's more space.
And then they've got some shit in it at the moment that will all be moved, but we just kind of like this open space here. Oh, we've got curtains everywhere now. There's curtains everywhere now. Everywhere there is curtains.
They're mixed match. All the curtains are
Patchwork,
different.
isn't it? It's just
but
a bit of something here.
I guess it's patchwork.
A little bit of something over there. So it separates the place. So this is the living room section with the living room curtains.
And
This is the kitcheny section with the kitchen sectiony curtains. And this is the log burner section with the back curtains. So it's all nice.
We put some new little fabric hangings.
Just to hide the bits that we don't like.
And we've got a cab curtain, we've got some cab storage.
Oh yeah, this is the cab storage thing that we was on about.
Put some broom handles.
So yeah, you got some cheap broom handles.
One there, and one at the back. Sewn some fabric around the handles, and we've got like a canopy kind of.
So that's just for putting like your night,
Pillows.
yeah, your night
cushions,
stuff up there. Your pillows, your duvet,
duvets.
your mouldy pillow, a little mouldy pillow for sleeping on. But it's good because Dave's quite tall and he's prone at banging his head, so that means that
Bang my
when he
head.
bangs his head, he's not going to fucking cunt and fuck it. So that's good. So if you want to make one of them, it's just a couple of broom handles with a bit of fabric stitched around.
We put some little tops on the front of them.
Yeah, it's just something snazzy really. What else have we got? We've got a mirror,
Oh yeah.
which tucks nicely away.
I'll, show you the mirror.
So I got this from the charity shop. I think it cost me a few quid.
This one boss is getting ready. Extend it to where you want.
Yeah.
It tucks behind there.
Quite nicely, if you
Well,
get it right.
Let me put this on,
Yeah.
just to protect it from getting scratched.
Until we just don't give a shit and then forget about the plastic bag after a while.
Probably gonna get ragged.
Yeah.
It's tucked behind there nicely.
Don't know. Oh, we've got some storage down here. A little bit of crap we found somewhere lying around.
Bit of storage.
Putting your lighters in and stuff.
All your cack.
So it's coming along. It's coming along.
Slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty much there now anyway.
Yeah.
Put some coving on. Put some edging on.
Needs
We've
painting.
got one more to do here. Either caulk it and paint it, or put another edging strip on it. Yeah. And that is almost it.
It's coming along.
Mechanically and campery wise, it's almost there.
So is it?
Very exciting.
So what's when we got to get it? The plan next is to send off to the DVLA, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I can barely talk.
Next plan for the camper is to take some pictures, send it off to DVLA as registered as a camper, and then we hopefully get cheaper insurance and tax. And well, yeah, it's nice just to say it's a camper then, isn't it?
And then we could think about going on some trips to make sure it definitely works, like maybe around Wales.
Around Wales, around Scotland.
And then if it really
long road trip.
works, maybe get a ferry down to Spain, perhaps.
Oh yeah, our next plan in the works, if all is well with the van, is to head out of Europe and venture down towards Spain.
And just see what's cracking.
Yeah, don't even know if it's Spain yet, but that down the sunny section of Europe, anywhere I'll do.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, van man.
Nice,
that is the plan.
sleepy spots, some wild camping. Lovely jubbly. Update complete.
With the food.